Okay. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. So excited to talk about custom blend today. I thought it was very fitting that it is International Women's Day. So I love that. And my goal today is to chat about what the custom blend system is, who it's for. I shouldn't even say why you should have it. We're going to say why you need it, okay? But before we do a deep dive into all of that, I'm just going to give it a minute or two to offer everyone some time to funnel in. Hey, Carmen. So those of you that are joining on Zoom, I'm actually going to go live on Facebook in our official pro partner page as well, so that they can join us at their leisure. But let me know in the chat who you are, where you're tuning in from. Some of you know the deal. You're already doing that. Love it. Hey, Vili. Yes, so excited. Thanks, Carmen. It's good products. Hey, Lois. Oh, you're in Tampa. So nice. Yeah, I thought maybe this would be a cool little lunch and learn opportunity for us all. Oh, Marty, hey, I did get your email. Sorry, I've been super busy, but really looking forward to seeing you in Miami. So we're going to talk about that as well. I don't know why. There we go. Having issues going live here. Hi, Cynthia. So nice to see everybody. Got it. If you're a guest, feel free to say hello and let us know that you're a guest. We welcome you. I'm also happy to answer any questions at the end when we go through the overview. So maybe just write them down as you have them. More than likely, I'll answer them as we go. But certainly love taking the opportunity to connect with everybody. Hey, Shannon, Taylor, Cynthia. All right, so good to see everybody. Let me just look at all the things I need to look at to make sure that I am good to go. We're going to record this for future reference. So maybe let me know in the chat if custom blend is new to you or if you're familiar with it. I'm just kind of curious, who's tuning in today. I'm going to speak to all of us. So those of you that are certified with custom blend, this is a great refresher. It's also something, like I said, that I'm going to record, so you can certainly share it with any interested parties after the fact. Maria said it's new to you. Yay! That makes me excited. Hi, Beth. Very cool. So Beth and Maria, where are you from? Hi, Lori. Hi, from Canada. So yeah, custom blend is in Canada and US currently. So I guess we'll get a move on. I don't even have my phone in front of me, but it's about that time, I imagine. So let's get rolling. Thank you for joining me for this custom blend introduction. We call it that because it really is sort of like a first glance or an overview. We want to introduce you to Motives Custom Blend so that you can learn all about what it is, who it's for, why you need it, right? Not only should have it, but why you need it. And my name is Lisa Martin, and gosh, you know what? I have been using custom blend for over 20 years, yes, because I was actually in high school and my mom introduced me to custom blend. One of her friends was certified. And, as an awkward teenager struggling with her skin, this was really a saving grace for me. And I'm so happy to have had the opportunity to really grow and evolve with Motives as a brand, but specifically custom blends. So my background is actually in marketing. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not from the beauty industry, but I do love making women feel beautiful. That's a big passion of mine. And I love that, custom blend is brought to us by Motives Cosmetics, the brand. And I love that Motives is partnered with a product brokerage company that allows us access to other products and services, just as a perk or a benefit of being certified with custom blend. So I really was introduced to Motives Custom Blend at a very young age. And then, like I said, I've really been able to evolve with the brand, and it's changed my life as far as being able to leverage the business of beauty, and why I'm so passionate about Custom Blend. You'll certainly see by the end why, but for me, I feel like I can really help people feel the best version of themselves. And we're mixing up a product that's not only the perfect color match, but really the perfect product for their wants, their needs, their preferences, and even their lifestyle. And we'll dig into that as we go along. So it's a very profitable system. We'll kind of touch on that just at the very end. So if you're looking for just something fun, a little something extra to do on the side as a side hustle, that's how I started. So when I was in college, I really loved being able to make some additional income sharing products that I loved and help making people feel beautiful and building their confidence. And that really just opened the door for me to also talk to my customers and my friends about skincare, beauty from within, and all of that stuff. And you know what? I've met incredible people along the way. I've met so many incredible makeup artists who are much more better and knowledgeable than I am about, all things beauty. And I've learned so much from them. And I'm so proud to work with this brand and represent this line, and be able to not only relate to everyone as a beauty advisor and an independent business owner in the field, but also an extension of the corporate team, and helping really bring this system into fruition. I want you to know that, we have an incredible team internally that brought this product to the marketplace for us as Motives Beauty Advisors. And then I have the honor of working with our training team to really build the system behind how we do an effective consultation, and how we leverage our time moving forward from that. So let's just touch on, the business behind beauty, or the demand. And I probably don't really even need to say it, and maybe you all know this, but the most popular beauty product in the world across all nations is foundations. So just this one product. So you can build a really successful business just focusing on this one thing. You don't have to be a makeup artist or overwhelmed by all the other products that Motives has as a brand. So global sales are expected to reach over 20 billion within the next year or two here. So I think my goal in sharing that with you is I hope that you realize there is a lot of opportunity here as far as, like I said, the business behind beauty. But maybe as a consumer, let's just talk about our frustrations. Let me know in the chat. Just put I'm frustrated about foundation, because it's really hard to find the perfect product, and it's very time consuming, and it costs a lot of money to try all the products out there. And, we found the statistic, and I was like, this is why, right? According to Brazilian artist Angelica Das, who's been photographing people of every color and then matching each subject's skin tone to hues from the Pantone printing color chart to codify a unique chromatic inventory. There are at least 4,000 skin colors in the human rainbow. So when we realize that, it's like, okay, well, no wonder that we're having a struggle with prepackaged foundation, right? And it's not that the formulas are bad. It's not that the colors are bad. It's just that it's not great for everybody. And maybe you can relate, but my goodness, so many of my Custom Blend clients, when I sit down with them and we just talk about what are you currently using? What do you like about it? What are you not getting from it? A lot of what we do is about the conversation and about the human connection. And so many people say, well, this is what I'm using. And they pull out 2 or 3 different foundations, and then they're mixing them on the back of their hand, or they're doing one layer and then another layer. And that's a lot of work, and it's a lot of money, and it's a lot of waste, and it's a lot of frustration, right? So even when brands have a nice comparable collection of maybe 15, 18, that's a lot of foundation shades for an average brand, but still it's so lacking, right? So the solution is Motives Custom Blend. So we are customizing products to accommodate everyone's unique set of traits. So again, that's personal coloring of their skin. It's also their skin type. Do people feel like they're really dry, super oily, combination skin, sensitive skin, all of that. Their age, as we age, maybe, I know for me, I'm 40 now, so I'm seeing some sun damage that I've put myself through over the years, and certainly there's more awareness to all that now, but I'm sure many of you can relate. When you're younger, maybe your skin looked one way, and then as we age, we're seeing signs of maybe some of the environmental damage, or our skin texture is changing, our needs are changing, certainly our lifestyle is changing, right? And when I say lifestyle, it's okay, what does a good foundation look like for you? Do you want something that's more a tinted moisturizer, like a BB cream, something really sheer and natural to apply? Do you want a full coverage cosmetic because you're really trying to bring the best of yourself to the table? Maybe you want all of the things. I literally have 3 or 4 or maybe even more custom blends just for myself because it really depends on the day or you know, what my day is looking like, what the event I'm attending, why am I getting ready, what am I getting ready for, right? When we talk about personality and preferences, we'll dig into that with some of our different modifiers and additives. As far as what type of finish do you like? Do you like matte? Do you like kind of that dewy, hydrated look? So in bringing all of that into consideration when we're mixing up a custom blend, really it does guarantee that 100% satisfaction from the customer, right? Because the cool thing with custom blend is with all the different, and in fact, you can see it sitting right here. This is the custom blend system. You'll see pictures of it. But with all the different modifiers and additives, we can tweak as we go. So when you're getting your personal consultation, there is going to be some striping through the process. We're going to test the product for color. We're going to test the product for coverage. We're going to make sure as we go through the consultation and ask all the necessary questions that by the end, it's like your skin in a bottle and you're so happy with it. And worst case scenario, I always offer this. But I think in the 20 years that I've been custom blending, I could count on one hand the amount of times I've actually had to tweak a blend, right? So maybe somebody, it seems great at the time, and then they take it home, they're like, you know what? I just need a little bit more of this or a little bit more of that. And then we can definitely tweak it. So it's also an ongoing process sometimes, and also seasonally, right? Just depending on the weather, where you live, what your lifestyle looks like. Maybe, you know, in states like Pennsylvania, where we have a summer season, maybe your skin is a little darker, so you're going to need a different blend. So we can make sure to keep everybody happy, everybody fulfilled, everyone feeling beautiful, just by staying in each other's atmosphere and being communicative about what they want out of their blend. As a business, when you leverage the business behind this, so if you're new today to learning, and then hopefully at the end you decide, you know what, I'm going to do this. Like, what, I have nothing to lose. There's so much to gain. And you know, you're going to give yourself a lot of prestige and exclusivity, because where else can people get this kind of service with this kind of system? And, you know, honestly, the product is amazing, and that's one part of it. But the other side of it really is, again, that personal relationship. And I'll keep touching on that as we go, because it is so important, because I don't know of any other brands that are really going through the levels of customer service that we do, and really priding ourselves on that one-to-one marketing. So having said all that, it builds unwavering loyalty, and it really makes you indispensable as a custom blend consultant, right? Because they can't go anywhere else and get the blend. And in fact, you know, I had a couple leads come into the motives department over the years where people had a custom blend, and here's the empty bottle. So their blend goes in here when their consultation is done, and then they run out, and sometimes, you know, they lose contact with whoever made the blend. So fortune's in the follow-up, right? And then sometimes people take this to the department store and they're like, this is what I was using. Can you find something close to it? And then I've had people that worked at different department stores that have reached out to, you know, our company saying like, what is this custom blend? You know, someone came into the makeup counter and asked about it, and it was just really created a lot of curiosity, right? So very easy promotion and marketing. You know, you can take little videos of yourself blending. Certainly before and afters are great. And, you know, a lot of times with people, we feel a little vulnerable sometimes without our makeup on, specifically foundation. So even a great before and after for you to be conscious of with your clients is them wearing their existing foundation that they're purchasing at the store that is the best they could find, but maybe something that they don't love. And then taking a picture with Motives Custom Blend, and then just seeing the difference, right? So the before and afters don't always have to be naked skin versus custom blend. It can be before custom blend and after custom blend, right? So I do think it's really easy to promote. It's just something that is hard to find, right? So once you have a few customers, you have some raving fans, and more often than not, they're going to recommend you customers. Excuse me, sorry. In PA, we're getting all these allergies already. I have my nice cup of tea here. Yes, Shannon, that's exactly what it's about. Just like the joy from somebody that they can't be without their custom blend. Like all of us who have customers, we hear that, we see that people are messaging us. In fact, I just saw one of our educators and custom blend consultants, Martha, made a post on social media earlier, and she had mixed up like 7 or 9 custom blends just for 2 customers because people don't want to be without. So if they're not going to see her for a while or they're traveling, they want to make sure to stock up, or maybe they're high maintenance like I am and they want multiple blends for different occasions. It's a very profitable system, so I'm going to just touch on that at the end, but we do a much deeper dive on that in our certification course. But it does average 250% profit margin. So that's how, we can really make a business super successful from this, and definitely creates a lot of excitement and fun. I'll even touch on, we can do this as a workshop in someone's home or in a salon, or at a local venue. You can gather everybody together once you know how to blend, and everybody can sit together and kind of mix up, much like you would experience in a training. Yay, Lorraine, I'm glad you're loving it. That's the goal. So, let's just talk about the concept of custom blend, and then I'm actually going to introduce you to every single different modifier and additive, right? But thinking about the fact, some people don't wear face makeup because they feel like they don't need the coverage. And so if you're blessed with beautiful skin naturally and you feel like you don't need any help perfecting your skin, that's amazing. But I want to talk to you about a couple things. One is, if you do enjoy wearing color cosmetics just as a form of expression, just like when we put our jewelry on, like, who do I want to be today? What color lip do I want to wear? It really changes the mood, right? So if you are wearing other cosmetics, it does help to have foundation as a canvas for the rest of your makeup to be applied. So think about that. And again, it should be a second skin. So I know a lot of people aren't wearing foundation or powder because they feel like maybe it looks cakey on their skin. They can't get the right match, so they're seeing that line. Maybe they feel like it makes them look older because they're using products that have ingredients that are going to kind of sit on top of your skin, ingredients that are going to maybe exacerbate every line and wrinkle instead of giving you more of a healthy, youthful complexion. We talked about the fact that they are the hardest products for women to find. And when properly color matched, it really should be invisible. It should make your client's skin look flawless and smooth. And please know that no matter, even if you get full coverage, it doesn't mean that it's going to feel heavy on your skin. You won't even feel like you're wearing it. So when I have people, tell me like, gosh, I don't wear foundation because I just feel like it's heavy on my skin, doesn't look right, doesn't sit right. It's almost like a challenge. Like, well, just give me a go, because you're not even going to feel this on your skin. And so true, you don't. And many times when I'm mixing up a blend, I'll even just apply on half of the face and then let them apply on the other half, for the only reason, or the most important reason, is because it should be invisible. So sometimes you'll make a blend and it's so perfect that then they don't even see it. And they're like, well, I don't see it, so what's the point? It's like, that is the point, right? So you want this to enhance you and who you are. You don't want this to look like makeup that's changing the way that you look or the way that your skin is. Only for the better, right? So it's a very high quality product. We're going to talk about that as we introduce you to all the individual modifiers and additives. But know that with that culmination of modifiers and additives, it's going to help protect your skin by creating a physical barrier that will prevent toxins and free radicals from penetrating your skin. So circling back to the first bullet point, when I was saying, maybe people are blessed with great skin and they feel like they don't need to wear makeup because they're not looking to cover anything up. Well, think about it as not only a canvas for your makeup to be applied, but also think of it as a protective barrier between your skin and then all the toxins and the free radicals in the air, which is the #1 cause of aging, right? So we want to apply this physical barrier so that during the day when we're out and about, our skin is protected. And then at the end of the day, you're washing your makeup off, not because the product is bad for your skin, but you want to get all of those, toxins and free radicals that are floating around. You want to get that off of your skin. So hopefully that makes sense. kind of building on that, right? So kind of those are the reasons why you want it. And then just know that with this system, we do have 8 modifiers. We have 7 different base shades. We have 12 toners, and then we have 5 different like skincare additives, right? So with all of that, we're going to pick and choose depending on the client's wants and needs, and we're going to make the perfect blend. And we're going to do that by adjusting base shades with the toners. So looking at these crazy colors, it's like, why would we ever need, you know, purple in our blend? Well, maybe because we have to neutralize yellow. Maybe the base shade is too yellow against your skin. So we've got to go opposite on the color wheel and neutralize that. Or maybe we need to add some toners in there that match your natural undertones. So maybe if you have, you know, caramely skin, we're going to add some, you know, yellow to that. If you have olivey skin, you might be seeing some green and yellow added. All on and on and on, right? So I'm getting ahead of myself because we're not in a training, but rather an overview, but just so you get the ideas. So the modifiers and additives in addition are going to allow you to adjust the texture and the finish, as well as the coverage. And we're going to understand more when I introduce you to each individual item. And then we've got the advanced skincare serums and any additional modifiers and additives that are going to help create just the right foundation combination for any skin tone and any skin type. Please know that these are 100% mineral. So it's a mineral-based formula infused with botanicals. So the bases are natural minerals, and then they're infused with botanicals to give that long-lasting coverage with a very lightweight feel. So it is ideal for all skin types. Please know that there's no oil. This is a water-based product, so there's no oil. There's also no talc. And so a lot of times with talc, what we see is specifically on darker skin, talc looks very ashy. And talc is a very common ingredient in a lot of products in the marketplace when it comes to cosmetics. So we don't have any talc. The system is fragrance free. So, you know, it's healthy for your skin. It's not going to irritate your skin. Now, if you have an allergy to a particular ingredient, that's another story. And we do have in our custom blend manual, we have every single ingredient for every single product within the system listed. So if somebody does have a specific allergy to an ingredient, very easy for us to identify if it's in anything, and then we just avoid that particular thing. So hopefully that makes sense. And then again, you know, the goal is that we want to enhance your natural skin tone, right? So, you know, I'm always ahead of myself, so I kind of touched on this, but it's not just about the product. It really is a lot about the relationship and a lot about the system of custom blend. So the marketplace for beauty products is very competitive. And guess what? It's also really overwhelming, right? And so sometimes it can be fun to walk into one of those stores and it's just like, la, all the products are here. But also, again, can be confusing for those of us maybe that aren't makeup artists or we're not super savvy on what products are for what purpose. And certainly there's people there that can help. But sometimes it's not a real personal experience because those people are just clocking in for the day. Maybe they're not going to be there the next time. And they're going to try to sell you as much as possible to maximize that one interaction with you. And so really what we're focused on is a lifelong relationship that we can really service you and stay in touch with you, and not only continue to service you with custom blend, but also help provide solutions for anything else you may be needing or looking for. So our custom blend consultants are as equally as important in this whole process as the product itself. So here's an image, and like I said, you know, you may be able to see that in the background of my camera a little bit as well, but I like to work from the bottom up because we sort of start with the base shades. We find the best match of base shade. It's never going to be perfect, but that's what those color toners are for. The toners we're going to use to perfect the base shade. And when I say that, it's that we need to maybe neutralize any unwanted pigments in the base shade to make sure that it's as closest match to your skin as possible. The second reason we'll use a toner is to match your natural undertones, as I mentioned earlier. And then at the top of the tower there, those little blue bottles are some of our skincare additives. So let's dig in. Hey, Chantel, good to see you, sister. Yeah, 8 years using it. That's awesome. And I know that you blend as well. So, you know, we're all customers ourselves and then we blend up for other people. And listen, we have some amazing prepackaged foundations, but nothing compares to custom blends. So once you have it, you'll never want anything else. All right, so the first thing that we consider when we're doing a consultation with someone is, do you want extra SPF in your foundation? Now, we have an SPF additive that will increase the level of SPF in their foundation. So there already is naturally in these base shades, there's an SPF of about 6 to 8 without it. And then you are getting like that physical coverage. So this is kind of a lifestyle question, right? It's like, do you spend a lot of time outside? Are you outside with your kids playing? Are they doing different sporting activities outside? Do you work outside? Also keep in mind that even if you're not outside a lot, we all have sun coming in from windows, from driving, also from lights, from fluorescent lights in offices and things like that. So no matter what, you have some protection already, but I love that we have the opportunity to add more. And so there's some very complex words in here. I'm not even going to attempt to say them, but just, you know, traditional ingredients in there that help protect the skin from the damaging effects of the sun. But then maybe something a little bit different to our SPF additive is dimethicone and a pomegranate extract. And that's going to help create this lightweight, non-greasy additive. Because sometimes, you know, when we're using traditional SPF products in the marketplace, we don't always love the way they feel on our skin or the way that they smell on our skin. So this is something very natural that when you put it in, you don't really notice it. So we always take that into consideration when we're making a blend. Another option that we have, and this is like one of my personal favorites, and I feel like everyone needs this in their blend, because why not once you hear about it, is Beauty Balm. So this age-defying Beauty Balm cream is actually a 5-in-1 product that primes, hydrates, lightens, firms, and visibly improves the look of skin. This also has dimethicone and aloe vera that are going to help condition your skin for a smoother, softer appearance. And then there's actually a licorice root extract, so that's going to help brighten and soothe your skin. And then there's actually retinol in here, which is going to help reduce appearance of fine lines and wrinkles for firmer looking skin. Yes, please. And then help to even the skin tone for a more youthful appearance. And then there's some additional ingredients that are going to help protect the skin to maintain a healthier appearance. So this product is inspired by cutting-edge Asian beauty rituals. Again, it's a 5-in-1 secret for flawless skin. I love that we can put this in here. It's great for people who want more of maybe that sheer foundation, right? Like a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream, which is Beauty Balm. However, those of us that like medium to full coverage, we can have our cake and eat it too. We can put this in here, and then we'll just add some coverage enhancer, which I'll talk about in a minute. Oops. So anyone who wants that can have it. So this is kind of where your preferences come into place and you can decide what you like. So we kind of take those first two things into consideration when we're mixing. So we blend in a very particular order and we ask these questions in this particular order, because based on if the client wants one or both of those is going to sort of dictate sometimes which of these products that we're going to use. Sometimes people don't have either of those that we just talked about. So when we're just thinking about the simplicity of a foundation, we know that we can offer people that kind of more sheer coverage. We can offer medium coverage, which is going to help with maybe just some slight imperfections, some, you know, little things that we want to cover up, or we can go full coverage where we might just prefer the look of full coverage to be flawless, or we might have some acne scarring or hyperpigmentation that we're really trying to minimize the appearance of. So we can use the coverage enhancer for that. So hopefully that makes all kinds of sense to you. But again, we do deeper dive in the training. This is just an overview. What I do want you to know about, so the thinner is in the bottle and it's more of just like kind of a sheer texture. And then these tubs down here at the bottom, there's 5 different colors and they actually have 28% pigment in them. So as a frame of reference, our base shades have 11% pigment naturally, which is already more than most pre-made foundations. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but the coverage enhancers have 28% pigment. So, and we just use a scoop. So, you know, the scoops are here. So it's 1 or 2 scoops, sometimes more, depending on if we're trying to counterbalance, like we put beauty balm in, but someone still wants full coverage and we might have to add some more, but we teach you how to do that in the training. But I just want you to know that with a little bit of product, you can really get more pigment in your blend, and that's going to give you your desired result. They're also great for concealers. Okay, so I just saw a question. I'm digressing here. Lois said, "Does the beauty balm, is it okay to add while using your skincare routine?" Absolutely. So Shondell we got some estheticians on here like Shondell, so they're even edifying as credible sources. But absolutely, anybody can use any skincare routine. So we have a lot of different amazing skincare products, and we can help people choose what is the best regimen for them when it comes to skincare. But that is a whole separate entity, so people can choose their skincare, and then the custom blend can be whatever they want it to be. There's not going to be any you know, negative problems to have to worry about when you're using custom blend with skincare. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so this is sort of another like personal preference, right? Do you like that matte flawless finish? So when I think of like a really flawless matte finish, I think of like Taylor Swift, right? Like she just always, like, her skin is really flawless and matte. She always has that nice bold red lip. And then think about like J.Lo, the J.Lo glow, right? So if you like more of that dewy hydrated look, then you might consider having Pearl in your foundation. But again, once you're trained and certified, this is something that, you know, if you're listening in today just to be a customer, then those are your options. But if you're not real sure, then your custom blend consultant will know how to help you decide between the two. You can also forego either. So you can just stay as it is, and then the foundation will sort of just do what your skin naturally does, and you're not going to have one or the other. Perfectly fine. Another thing that we consider is, as the custom blend consultant, is sometimes we may not even ask this question because we know what's best for the customer, right? So as an example, the mattifier could help give the foundation that flawless finish. It is ideal for camera ready makeup for those with oily skin, and it has kaolin in it, which is a French clay that has an absorbent with a mattifying effect that helps keep a shine-free finish. So for someone that has incessantly oily skin, we're just going to put mattifier in there to help balance out their oil production throughout the day because of that French clay, right? So we may not even ask them in that situation, like, as the expert, we can look and we can have that conversation and we can see that they're really struggling with that. We'll put the mattifier in there. It's probably not going to give them a matte look, but it will help control the oil. And then on the flip side, maybe you have a client that has really dry, damaged, or aging skin. So for sure, we need to put Pearl in there because that's going to give you that dewy glow to the skin and offer a fresh and youthful look. So that kind of comes back to, yeah, the products are amazing, but what's so imperative and critical and amazing is that you have your own custom blend consultant and beauty advisor to really guide you to make the best decision for yourself as a customer. All right, so those are the things that we consider first as we go through the blending process, because all of those different modifiers that we talked about, they could affect the color of the base shade, right? So like mattifier, as an example, is going to make the product lighter. So again, we're educated on that when we become a custom blend consultant. So then we know we might have to lean into a little bit darker of a base shade. And even if we don't, it's okay, because we can just add some of the toners to give the product some depth at the end as well. But we do have 7 base shades, as you can see, and that's not a lot, but it's okay because we can really create any color with the rest of the system. So for a light skin category, we're going to move left to right when you're looking at the swatches on the top. So looking at the one all the way on the left, that's ivory. So you can tell next to porcelain, ivory has more of that yellow undertone. Porcelain's going to have a little more of a pink tone. And then when we move into the medium skin category, we're going to have a beige, which is our most neutral shade, and then tan, which has that golden brown tone. And then for the dark skin category, we've got these 3 shades of hazelnut, deep, or espresso. So hazelnut is going to have more of that yellow, caramely tone. Deep is going to have more of that yellow red tone. And then the espresso is going to be more of that deep brown with a blue undertone. So sometimes the custom blend consultant may choose to even mix two different shades. It really depends on their style, but you could just choose one, and it's not going to be perfect because it never is. But again, that's where we have the rest of the products in the system to help perfect the color. So here's our color toners. You'll see there's 12 of them, and they are intensive concentrates that make it possible to color match any skin tone working with just those 7 base shades. Again, they're not diluted with talc, so they're never going to turn the foundation chalky. So we're going to work with those and we're going to perfect the color. So we've already kind of worked on the coverage. We've worked on the finish a little bit. Now we worked on perfecting the color. And so as we wrap up the client's blend, we're going to think about some of these skincare additives that are going to help just really take it to another level. So if someone has sensitive skin, I love that we have this product for them, because keep in mind, the product is mineral based, right? It's hypoallergenic, non-comedogenic. So it's a water-based product. So all these wonderful reasons why this system is great for sensitive skin, but we can even take that a step further and offer them this ultra soothing additive. And this is a botanical that helps soothe the skin and helps reduce appearance of redness. There is an extract in here that's reported to have antioxidant and soothing properties that protect and calm the skin. And then also a calendula extract that helps to condition and soothe the skin. So typically with people who have really sensitive skin, we'll add this, and then they're on their merry way and they have their blend, right? Now, keep in mind, some people think they have really sensitive skin and they maybe are just not using the right product. So once they use a higher quality system, they may be able to use some of these other additives that I'm going to wrap up with. So we have a hydrator and an oil control additive. So they do sort of what you'd imagine they do based on the name, right? So the hydrator is going to utilize sodium PCA to help restore hydration and deliver water into the skin. So it's recommended for all skin types, because hey, sometimes people that have excessive oil, it's because their skin is lacking hydration, right? So that's sort of where that conversation comes into play with your custom blend consultant is, yes, we're here today to mix you up a foundation, but I often say to people, like, real quick, walk me through your skincare routine just so I have an idea of what we're starting with. And then I'll listen and I'll take that into consideration when I'm making their blend. And then of course, I'm going to book a follow-up with them and say, okay, we're focusing today on your custom blend. I don't want to overwhelm you, but let's meet in the next week or two and do the same thing and get you on a really great skincare routine. So the reason I'm saying that is custom blend is like the gateway to all the other things that we can help people with, which I love. So you may use hydrator for people that are lacking hydration and then they're presenting as excessively oily, right? You could put both. Like for me, I do both. Like I have naturally oily skin. I do a great skincare routine, but I do add hydrator to my blend and oil control. So for people who are just like, no matter what, like maybe this is you that is listening right now and you're like, gosh, no matter what I do, I just feel like I'm always dry. And certainly the winter doesn't help with that. You know, we've got heat pumping all the time, which dries out our skin. Maybe you live in a dry climate. So sometimes people just want that extra hydrator in because they simply need as much help with hydration as they possibly can have. And then certainly there's people who struggle with oily skin like myself, that no matter all of the right things that I do, I still have oily skin. This is a great option for those people. And it is a combination of extracts that work to help control oil while providing purifying and calming qualities. So that's for your skin type. Now, again, you don't have to use either. Like if someone's skin is really beautiful and balanced and they're not struggling with a skin issue, then we're not going to put either. You know, we don't have, these are just options. We're not putting all of the things in for every single client. Then we have some additives for people who want to help or want some help or want to start focusing on anti-aging. So we have two different options. There's an ultra firming botanical additive, and that's going to give a tighter, firmer appearance to the skin that will last throughout the day It is a hydrolyzed soy protein, which is that active ingredient that's going to soften and smooth the skin, giving a more radiant appearance. So that's an incredible option for people. And then on the flip side, also anti-aging, but very different formula, we have a copper peptide multi-mineral complex that contains minerals that support normal collagen and elastin to diminish the appearance of fine lines, improve the appearance of skin, and promote hydration. So yes, all of the things, right? We love those. And then, you know, for people who want sort of an all-in-one product, right? Like many people may be familiar with a face primer and they may be using a primer before their foundation application. Well, hey, what if we could save you a step? What if we could put primer inside of your custom blend? Would you benefit from that? You know, I personally love to put primer in every custom blend that I make, one or the other, because it really does make it an incredible texture as well, where it kind of just like really blends into the skin beautifully. So 2 different primers for 2 different skin types, right? So the first one we're going to talk about is Fringe Benefit. And that primer is going to help lock in moisture. It's going to also smooth and support the appearance of skin texture. There's glycerin and dimethicone in this formula that work in harmony to soothe the skin, reduce appearance of fine lines, and restore radiance for healthier looking skin. It helps the foundation glide over any skin imperfections. And you can use it under, like we were just talking about, like use your primer and then put your foundation on, or you could go ahead and add it into the foundation itself. The other option we have is a Sheer Perfection Age Defying Matte Primer. And this is a lightweight matte finish primer that smooths the skin, minimizes appearance of pores for effortless application of foundation and concealer. So you could use either or of these when you're creating those concealers as well. There's a poppy extract in here that's going to help firm the appearance of skin, while glycerin maintains moisture in the skin. And then we have some additional antioxidants and vitamins that help protect the skin to keep it looking healthy and more youthful. It leaves the skin looking smooth, even, and flawless while feeling natural and fresh. So both incredible formulas. You know, when we teach people how to discern which to use with the client, it really kind of goes back to their skin type. Like, did they want the hydrator? If they feel like they have dry skin and you opted for hydrator in the blend, more than likely you're going to go ahead and use the Fringe Benefit. But if someone says, no, I have more oily of a skin type, and you thought, okay, we're going to put oil control in there, then you may opt for the Sheer Perfection Age Defying Matte Primer. If you didn't concern yourself with the skincare additives, then you may just choose one based on the client's preference, right? Again, do they like that dewy hydrated look? Do they like that flawless matte look? So kind of going back to the pearl and the mattifier step. So that's why, again, the conversation with your client comes into play, because when you know what they want and what they're looking for as a finished product, that really helps us determine which of those to use. Okay, and then last but not least, this is one of my favorite additives, is a whipping cream modifier. And so this is for people who prefer more of a cream foundation over a liquid. So I have come to love this. I put it in my own personal blends, and I tend to put a little bit at least in everybody's blend. I just love that airy sponge-like texture. It's perfect for souffle or cream foundations. You can even use it to make a liquid, dewy blush or bronzer or highlighter. So we talk about all of that in our trainings and workshop as well. But, you know, it's really incredible. It's this tiny little product, and you literally only need a few drops, as it says, so super tiny, and just 3 to 6 drops, depending on the blend, typically is all that you need. And it'll kind of change the texture in front of your eyes. So as you're blending, it's going to kind of create more of that fluffy texture for your cream foundation. So this isn't so much based on someone needing it. It really is a personal preference based on the texture that someone is wanting to achieve. So there is the picture of our beautiful custom blend liquid system and tower. We do have if you are a business owner, you can purchase this custom blend liquid system. We have two ways to partner with our brand, with Motives Custom Blend. You could partner as a pro artist. And if you partner as a pro artist, you're going to have your own Motives website. You're going to get all the products at a wholesale cost, and you will have access to custom blends. So that's a new advancement or enhancement that we did a couple years ago. So proud and excited to be able to offer this system to our pro artists. Of course, they need to get certified so they know how to blend. And then on the flip side, if you want to leverage more the business behind beauty, then you might consider becoming a beauty advisor and a business owner, in which case many of you already are, because I know a lot of you that are on, and you can simply log on your back office and you can purchase this custom blend liquid system. Currently, it does not have any jars or the stand. It's just the liquid kit, it's just the modifiers and the additives, everything that we just talked about. But we are working to update this liquid kit to include jars, cream containers, the blending accessories, and the stand. So super excited, and that should be available very, very soon. So stay tuned on that. Certainly we'll have it available for the end of the month for our leadership school. So as I wrap up here today, I just want to thank you again for joining me. I hope that, you're as wowed by the custom blend system as I am. It's really powerful ingredients, but it's only possible with people like many of you who are interested in learning how to blend and who are already certified to blend. I want you to know that anybody can learn, okay? It's not complicated. I'm not an artist. I'm a numbers girl. My background's in marketing. I don't even think I can draw a stick figure very well. So don't limit your thinking and limit yourself by oh my gosh, those colors seem really overwhelming. Please know that our system, and maybe those of you that are with me live that have been to a training, maybe you can pop a little testimonial in the chat, but very simple system to learn. And you can go to as many, I go and I attend courses from other trainers, even though I'm a certified trainer with Custom Blend, because we're always wanting to perfect our craft and we always want to learn more for people. So anyone can blend. And then, I talked so much throughout this overview about the one-on-one experience, where we're customizing and perfecting the product for the client, the color, the finish, matching their lifestyle, really offering a perfect solution to them. But more than that, creating friendships that are going to last a long time. And also, just partnerships in business that, your clients are going to refer you customers. You can have fun incentivizing them to do so. And you can count on really a lifetime of loyalty with this system and these products. So you become indispensable, and, and people will become your raving fans, as far as your customers will become your raving fans, right? So when it comes to all the support behind the scenes on learning how to custom blend, we have different types of people that are either listening to this live, or maybe you're catching the replay. And so some of you maybe are already certified in blending. Some of you want to maybe learn how to blend. And then some of you just want to be a customer, but you first wanted to learn more about it. All of the above are great. Goodness, sorry. Now, some support, and in addition to the training that we have, is our custom blend manual. And that's everything that you need to know. It's all the information we just went through and more. It's how to do proper lighting. It's how to use the toners properly. It's how to host an event. So much great information in there. If you come to our accelerated custom blend certification course that we're offering in Miami in a couple weeks, literally 2 weeks, I guess, because today's Friday. So exactly 2 weeks from today, on March 22nd, we're doing an accelerated custom blend course. I'm going to talk more about that, but I want you to know that we are printing out manuals for everyone who chooses to attend. And then in addition to help you have that conversation with your client, we have the client survey is on one side of the sheet, and then the formula is on the other. And so I'm just looking at my mess of an office here. I recently did a blend, so I didn't even file it yet. But so we ask the questions, we circle the answers that the client's giving us. We also just kind of commit it to our memory, and then the back is the formula. And so what we do is we write down how much of everything that we added, and everything's calculated so that we can perfectly duplicate it the next time. So we teach you how to use that when you come to the certification class. And then we also have a recipe book. So I was talking about, oh, maybe you want to make a souffle blush, maybe you want to make a concealer. You can do all of those things. And we have a lot of pre-made recipes in our recipe book. And what I love about this book is it's inspired by a lot of our custom blend consultants. So when they create really incredible formulas, we continue to add those recipes to the book as well. Now, in addition to all of that support to you, the blender, there's also a guide on how to successfully host an event. And honestly, I don't know about you all, but I found this to be wildly popular, especially in recent years. Like, people are looking for ways to just be social, to get together, to have fun. So being able to just go to a friend's house and do a little workshop, sit around a kitchen or a dining room table, and everyone has their own beaker and you blend together step by step as the survey walks you through it is a lot of fun. So you can leverage that. And, oh, sorry, this is actually a placemat. So, we have so many tools to help set you up for success and feel really professional and equipped. And so this is a placemat that you could actually print out and you can laminate it. And I just have one for every seat. So in my dining room table, there's 8 chairs. So I have 8 placemats. So when people come over for a workshop, everybody's got their station. And as I introduce them to an option of what they want to use, then they can kind of have this frame of reference. And, just have fun. We have this incredible product and incredible system that it's nothing without our beauty advisors and custom blend consultants behind it. So, just document your process, share images and videos as you're working with your clients one-on-one or hosting those events. Share them on your social media to create more interest for yourself. You can always tag motives and gain some more visibility and create some more excitement for the brand as well. And these are just some pictures of some products that our community have created. And it's really, really awesome to be able to do that. And also to set you up for success, we have so many different flyers. And so you can leverage those. And I just wanted to touch on this because you don't have to do this. It's done for you. Goodness, I'm talking too much. All right, so just a little touch on the financial incentive to invest in custom blend, invest in yourself in the training. Every liquid blend that we sell averages $40 of profit. So your client takes the 1 ounce bottle home and you are investing in the system as to start, and then you just individually purchase the products that you need to replace as you run out. But from the custom blend system, you're able to make about 44 blends based on the quantity of product that we have here. And every blend that you're selling, you're earning $40 on average of retail profit. And why I'm saying on average is because all these are different prices. Like if somebody wants BB cream, or maybe they don't, maybe they want the primer, maybe they don't, maybe they want the skincare additives, maybe they don't. So everyone's blend is going to look a little bit differently. More often than not, it's actually more profit than that, but that's, what you can minimally expect to earn. So if you want to get started with custom blend, this is a very simple tracking sheet, and you can challenge yourself, and you can, market yourself as the fact that your mission this month, you're a custom blend consultant, you're certified, you're looking to blend 30 faces in 30 days. Who wants to help you achieve that goal? Who wants to host a workshop? Who wants to book a one-on-one and make it a goal to get in front of 30 clients? If you do that, then that's $1,200 in profit. I'm not talking about sales, not the amount of money you're selling. This is the amount of money that you're putting in your pocket. All right. I mean, that is a ton of money. So if you kick off your blending career with these 30 faces in 30 days, know that in the next 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, those 30 people are going to continue to reorder, right? And you're going to continue to ask them for referrals, build your customer base. And listen, let's say it takes you 2 months or 3 months. It's fine. It's still amazing. You're still building your book of clients. It's just sort of a catchy way to put yourself out there is the 30 faces in 30 days. And so, you know, gosh, we have a whole playlist on YouTube for ongoing support. And, you know, if you want to do a deeper dive on how to do an event or how to blend a specific product or how to learn about the business behind blending, it's all there for you. If you are already a partner with us, then I highly encourage you to join our Facebook group, Motives Cosmetics Official Pro Partners. Pro artists are welcome, as well as beauty advisors. And if you're not a partner yet, you can be one. And then when you partner, you can absolutely have access. Okay, so I see questions coming through. I'm going to get to them in a minute. All right, testimonial time. We've been accumulating written testimonials and video testimonials, and I just wanted to share one from the amazing Cornelia. I'm going to let her tell her story. I think it's really powerful, and I hope that it inspires and encourages you as it does me.
Hi, my name is Cornelia. My nickname is Baby, and I am a certified custom blend artist with Motives Cosmetics. I've been certified for about 4 years now, and it was actually my husband that talked me into doing this. I started my partnership with our company in the wellness division, and he kept saying, you should do the makeup, you should do the makeup. And I went to an event and had someone who had just gotten certified blend my foundation, and I'm watching her add yellow and purple and blue to this foundation, and I'm confused because I don't have purple skin, so I'm trying to figure out what she's doing. And next thing you know, I had this foundation that totally matched my skin. And it was the first time ever that I had a foundation that matched. So I had to come back and tell him that he was right and decided to get certified. I started blending my foundations in my home studio where I am now, and then decided to take it virtual. And now about 95% of my business is all virtual, with the majority of my clients coming to me through TikTok. Now, this is not my full-time job. During the day, I'm actually the CEO of 3 preschools. So I only blend a couple of nights in the evening and 1 day over the weekend because I try to find balance. But that lets you know the demand and the need for custom cosmetics. The number of clients that I have that mix 2 to even 3 foundations together to get a foundation that's kind of close, regardless of whether they have light or dark skin tone, is totally amazing. And so this has been something that's truly been a game changer for me in terms of my life, but also for my business.
How amazing is she? So, you know, so many success stories out there, but I've just really come to admire her. She's a very classy lady, but so fun. You should definitely follow her on TikTok. And I just think testimonials speak volumes. So my goal in this introduction is to inspire and encourage you to take action and get certified. And so certainly you can check the GMTSS and you can attend a custom blend certification course with any of our amazing educators that offer it. And once you are certified, then another perk or a benefit is that on your Motives website, and only once you're certified do you get this. It doesn't show up otherwise. But to Cornelia's point, so much of her blending is virtual, as she said, and that's because she's just had fun with TikTok over the last few years and really built a brand for herself, Blended by Bebe. So once you are certified, on your Motives website under the Learn tab, there is a custom blend section, and your clients can go on there and take the digital custom blend survey. So you have a physical copy if you're doing the one in person. You could have someone go online. Now, a lot of times, like I just emailed a potential customer this morning because I got a referral from somebody else and said, you know, this is my friend. She's interested in getting custom blend, and she's local to me. She lives in Philadelphia. It's like, you know, less than an hour from me. So I'm definitely going to get together with her in person, but I still send her my digital survey first because I just want to wrap my head around like her thoughts on these questions. So I'm going to get an email when she fills out this survey on my site, as all of you would with whoever fills out the survey on your site. And then I'm going to digest that a little bit myself. And we're going to have, you know, I'm going to get her on the phone. We're going to book a time to get together. And then I'm going to get together with her and blend in person. And, you know, it may be exactly like she put in the survey, or we may tweak it a little bit because sometimes people don't know what they want, right? And you could probably understand that when we went through some of the additives and whatnot. So the questions are not anything about the product because they don't even know what the different additives are. The questions are really just like, you know, which best describes your skin type? Are you concerned with aging? Do you want your foundation to be a BB cream? That type of thing. So I know a lot of you in the chat are getting so excited and you're like, how do I get certified? So here's how. I mentioned you can check our GMTSS and you can attend a certification course from one of the trainers. I am like beyond excited that we are hosting an accelerated custom blend course, meaning we're trying to pack all of the same goodness into like an accelerated time frame to keep it moving and keep it fun. But instead of maybe a traditional 4-hour in-person blending course, which we're used to, because getting hands-on is the best way to build confidence. But we have our leadership school coming up in Miami. And so on Friday night, so like I said before, on the 22nd, we're going to offer this accelerated certification course where everybody can come. We won't have the capacity. There's too many people for everyone to get hands-on mixing, but we do have a really fun way planned to get everybody involved and interactive. And we're going to do multiple demos from stage. We're going to go through the entire training curriculum. So you're getting all of the same information. The big difference is instead of you blending yourself or a partner, you're going to help us blend on stage collaboratively as a class. And then if you purchase the custom blend system, you will get a free training offered by myself or our field consultant, Lee Rader. And you'll get a free ticket to one of those in the future that is more hands-on, just to kind of solidify your confidence in blending. So hopefully that makes sense. I mentioned earlier that this course does include that printed manual. They're also working on some other fun things, maybe some goodies, just fun experience. So, it costs more than $35 just to get the printouts, to be honest. So it's a steal of a deal. I really hope to see you. You can go ahead and scan the QR code here and join us in Miami. This is in person only. I know a lot of people are asking. However, please know that a lot of trainers do offer virtual certification courses. And more often than not, they're not only virtual, they're actually hybrids. So you can attend in person. And if you can't be there in person, then you can attend virtually, but you're able to kind of see what's going on in person. So it's just a really fun way to learn. Yay, Cynthia has her ticket. Awesome. Now I will say, there is limited seating on this, and there are a couple different room options. I don't know. So I guess I'm trying to tell you, don't wait to register because it could sell out. Like, we're going full force on promotions for this for Leadership School. Also, very important to note that if you register now, you can access the course for $35 instead of $45 if you wait until the time of the event to register. If there's even seats left, there may not even be seats left, but we wanted to offer a $10 discount for people who are diligent about registering early. So I really hope to see you there. The code for the Custom Blend Foundation Starter Kit is 2009 CBCK. You can go ahead and order that if you have access to Unfranchise your back office. You don't have to wait. Like I said, in another couple weeks, we'll have the kit updated to have the stand and the blending accessories, but you could just purchase them separately for now. No big deal. So don't wait. If you're excited, go ahead and get this for yourself. Again, pro artists can access this on their Motives Cosmetics website. So, in closing, try some product, attend the class. You can evaluate the marketing plan with me. I will be showing the business plan on Monday, this coming Monday. So you can definitely join me for that. And I'm just kind of talking to myself for a minute here because I want to pull up your questions, and also I want you to have some links in the chat. So here is a blog post. And so if you want to go ahead and look at the blog post, then you'll be able to see that there are 2 different links to register. And I did just pop that in the chat as well. And I'm going to go back to this slide to give you the QR code. I just had to put it down for a minute so I could get those links in my notepad. But the reason I wanted to share the blog link with you is that feel free to share that with Guest. So super important point is that you can be a guest, you can be a customer, you can be like someone who just heard about Custom Blend through somebody or on social media, and you can absolutely attend with us. We would love that so much. We would love to meet you in Miami. So those of us that are already partnered, consider who do you know in Miami, or maybe network through your friend group and your social media and try to get some referrals for people that are in Miami and see who you can connect with and empower and encourage to join us. So I hope to see you there. Looking back at the questions, I think I covered everything. I know some people were asking, how do you get certified? So I answered that. Attend this. That gives you certification. It gives you a printed manual, gives you the survey live on your website. If you purchase the Custom Blend liquid kit, you'll also get an invitation to a free class to be certified. That's a temporary promo. We're only running it until the end of March. It won't be available come April 1st. So I'm going to hang out for another minute here. Let me know if I missed any questions. Oh, we have one in the Q&A where the proper Q&A spot, and about being certified, I answered that. But then we're always looking to build our training team. I love that you asked that question. So if you're interested in becoming an educator, would love to talk to you about that. I can personally answer questions. You can reach out to me. And really what we're looking for is people who are leading by example. So we're looking for a certain amount of sales of Custom Blend and a certain amount of production with your business and with your customers. So I think it's very achievable and it's a good goal to have. So definitely keep that in mind. If you are a business owner already, you can go on your back office and you can just type in Motive Certified Trainer. And there's an application on the back office that will list out all of the requirements. So that should handle that question. So looking forward to seeing you guys at Leadership. You're welcome, Beth. I'm so glad that you enjoyed. Again, I hope that you're as excited as I am. I hope it encourages you to get your own blend if you've not had it yet. Attend a class, even if you're not sure if you're going to invest in the system yet or not. Invest in yourself just to evaluate potentially partnering with this product and with this company. I'd be honored to have you join us. So have a great weekend, and I will chat with you all soon. See you next week, 2 weeks. See you Monday, maybe some of you.